I just refreshed my red hair dye, so I thought it'd be fun to do a red grungy makeup look to match. I've already done my base and my eyebrows. I can make a whole video dedicated to my base makeup if that would be something that you guys would want. Alright, so to get started, I'm going to use the Kaleidos eye primer. I'm filming with the back camera of my phone today, so hopefully the quality is a little bit better. As a base for the red, I'm going to use the Violet FRU paint. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right because it's French, but anyway, it's the liquid eyeshadow and it's in the color Café Serre, I think. I really like these liquid eyeshadows. I have this one and a brighter red one with shimmer in it. I'm just gonna put a little bit on and then I'm going to use a brush. This is a rougher brush. I've been trying these brushes out. I've never used them before and they are very good quality. I'm gonna blend this up almost all the way to the brow. Let me turn so that you can see. I'll put up my inspiration photos for this look. I want to do like a pop of blue, but I don't want it to look patriotic. I'm gonna leave the bottom for now because I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, so I'll just come back to that. I'm just gonna use the same brush and I'm going to use this red color from the LH Cosmetics color palette just to make it a little bit more red. I'm gonna go over the base. I'm gonna leave the lid because I want that to be darker. I'm probably gonna go over that with brown, but I want the top of the eye to be red. I'm gonna use this dark brown in the Venus Trap palette from Kaleidos on another smaller, rougher brush, and I am going to put that along the lid. The first makeup look I ever posted to Instagram was a red monochrome makeup. That was in 2018, so a while ago. I think I've gotten better at makeup and at taking photos. I still don't really know photography or like, you know, how to use a camera manually, but I think my photos still look better anyway. Now I'm gonna use this red eyeliner from 1999 Beauty. And I'm gonna put that in my waterline, so I can't need to like use my finger. My eyes have been so irritated recently, I think just from like doing makeup a lot and staring at multiple screens all day long. Like this eye will not stop twitching, and so this eyeliner in my waterline is probably not a good idea. I'm putting it on the lash line as well, so a little bit lower. I'm just gonna use my finger to smudge that out. I think I'm gonna use a mixture of the light brown in the Venus Trap palette and red to draw on some eye bags. So I'll use the brown first. And then I'll just use that same red again and just go over the brown. I'm going to use a smaller brush. This is from Louise Young, and use the dark brown that I used on my lids. And I'm going to use this to define my eye bags more. Just leaving a little space between the lash line and a fake eye bag. I'm gonna go over that line that I just did with some red to make it look kind of puffy and irritated. I woke up feeling really nauseous today, so I feel like this makeup is kind of fitting. Okay, I'm actually gonna put that red in the middle of the eye bag as well. Again, I don't fully know what I'm doing for this makeup, so I'll just keep adapting it as I go along. I'm gonna define my eyes a little more by using the same dark brown and putting that underneath the red on the lash line. Whoa, I did not notice that. Well, that's the good thing about a grungy makeup look. You just fix it by smudging it with your fingers. And I'm extending this brown outward a bit. I'm gonna come back to this, but now for the fun part, I'm using this LH Cosmetics liquid eyeshadow in Blink. It is a blue, really like iridescent. I'm just putting it on the middle of my lid. Such a pretty shade. It has a translucent base, so it goes well on top of any color really. And I'm just tapping to spread it out, but I'm keeping it mostly to the center. And I'm also gonna put this a little bit in the inner corner. And going into the eye bag a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna use some blush now. I will still go back to the eye, but I just like doing things kind of out of order. So this is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Blush, and it's in the shade Red Velvet. These are my favorite blushes right now. They're so pigmented, but they blend out really easily. And all of the shades look good on all different skin tones. So I'm keeping this pretty close to the eye. I want it to look like that kind of like crying blush placement. And I'm just using my fingers to diffuse it a little bit around the edges. I'm gonna use this brush from Kaleidos to blend it out a little bit more. And there's nothing on the brush, just a clean brush to blend it out. I'm also gonna put a little bit on my nose, just at the tip, or the base, I guess. And I'll use the brush again, just to blend that out. I'm also gonna use a little bit of the blush and put that in the like in between area of the eye bag. I think I just decided I wanted it to be a little less dramatic. And then I'm just gonna redefine it with the brown again, just in the like middle of the line right here. And I'm using this brush that had the red eyeshadow and brown eyeshadow on it, and using the light brown color to blend that out a little bit more. Now I'm gonna do mascara. First I will curl my lashes. And then I'm gonna use this Smashbox lash primer. I'm putting this on my bottom lashes as well. And then I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I think I want the blush to be a little less intense, so I'm going to use a little bit of my foundation. It's the Huda Beauty Easy Blur foundation in Angel Food. So I'm just getting like a tiny bit of that on a sponge, and then I'm going to tap over that. And I just want it so that it doesn't extend down as far. I think that's better. I'm gonna make my bottom lashes look a little bit thicker and fuller by just drawing little dots behind each section of lashes. And this will just hopefully give the illusion that there are more hairs there. I'm also gonna put some more mascara on my bottom lashes as well. Do you see my eye twitching? It just like will not stop since yesterday. And I'm just gonna use my fingers to pinch the lashes together and take off some of the excess mascara. I haven't decided exactly what I want to do for the lips, but I really like the lips in this photo, so I might do something similar to that. I really like the blue. I think I'm going to start off using a little bit of black lipstick. This is from Colourpop. It's part of the Snitchery collection. I think it's called Hello Darkness. I don't even know if that's like still available, but you know, they have black lipstick, I'm sure, even if it's not this specific one. I'm just putting a tiny bit in the center of my lips, and then I'm blending that out with my finger just to get a really light, kind of grayish color all over the lips. So now I'm gonna use the blue from the color palette, and I'm gonna put that on the edges of my lips, or the corners, I guess. And then I'm gonna do some lip contouring with the same Venus Trap palette, and I'm mixing the two browns. And I'm putting that on my Cupid's bow, overlining a little bit, or like overshadowing, I guess. I'm gonna try and remove some of the shadow from this part of my lips so that it's just overlined on the Cupid's bow. I'm gonna use a little bit of my foundation again to fix that. Okay, I think I'm gonna redo this whole section of the lips. I just wasn't fully happy with it. Okay, starting over with the two browns again. I'm just not gonna overline as much. I think that was the problem. I'm putting those colors at the bottom of my lip as well. And I'm stopping where the blue is. I'm also going to extend the corners of my mouth a little bit. I just like how it looks. I'm gonna use the black again and just put a little bit more in the center of my mouth. And just top that out. And then, because I feel like the blue kind of disappeared, I'm just gonna reapply that as well. I think I want to add some red to the middle just to tie everything in together. I'm going to use the Sushi Glow Bloody Lip Tint in Bella Swan, which has some red glitter in it. And I'm just going to put that in the center of the lips. Okay, you know what this looks like? It looks like I just had a blue raspberry and cherry icy. Okay, finishing touches. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of blue to my eye bags. Again, I just want to tie everything in together. So I'm just gonna put this right here. My phone keeps running out of storage and it's driving me insane. I keep filming and then realize that it stops recording. So what I did while that was happening was put some glitter on my chest. It's the Sushi Glow Cosmetics. I don't know what it's called actually, but it's their glitter. It's blue. I don't even know if you can see, but yeah, I just thought that that would look cool with the blue glitter in the eye. But yeah, this is the finished look. I think it turned out pretty cool. Again, I had no clear idea of what I wanted to do, and I'm happy with the finished result. So yeah, hope you liked the video. I feel kind of sick, so I'm gonna go lie down. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.